Good afternoon, ladies and gents, and welcome to episode 5 of our Let's Play series. What are we going to do today? Well, today I'm going to do some base improvements and maybe start work on the mine shaft. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. So first and foremost, I'll take you a tour of the changes that have been made since you last saw me. I've expanded the windows, so you jump in and see who's at your door before you try and walk out. And I've also replaced the wooden door with a steel one because I had zombies battering my door down in the middle of the night. So the first thing we'll do is go for a wee sleep, and then that's the fully dug out room with wooden flooring, and I've put a little lava fountain in here just to light the room up more than anything else. I do have another plan to light the room, but I haven't been able to put it in as yet. It'll be a wee while before I can do that. And here is the corridor, and this leads all the way along, and this is going to be where the mine shaft will be. So what I'll do is I'll dig a 4x4 mine shaft down, and this will just be the room to get in and out. Okay, so I think the first thing we're going to do today is, I'm not a big fan of open kind of doorway areas, so the first thing we're going to do is put a door on our mine shaft, but not just any door. We're going to put on a piston door. So yeah, the first bit of redstone that we've done, only taken us to episode 5 to do it. What can I move? I'll move this. Turn that into planks. So let's go back to our crafting table. Okay. But let's use the furnace first. Not the iron's out already. Okay. So there we go. There's regular pistons, and I've got slime balls to make 2 sticky pistons. What else do we need? We need 2 pressure plates, a redstone torch, and we've already got some redstone dust. Okay, now that's all you need to make a simple piston door, and it is going to be a very, very simple piston door. For the moment, I'm going to use a couple of pieces of smooth stone for the piston door, because if you look around, the rest of the area it's sitting in is all smooth stone at present, so that's what we'll use. The other thing I'm going to make is I'm going to make a couple of chests for when we go down the mine shaft. Bit of wood short. Oh well, it's like we're not making a second chest, just the one chest I'll have to do just now. So that's the main purpose of today's episode, is to get the sticky piston in and just to kind of show you how to do that. A lot of you already know how to make sticky pistons, but how to make piston doors rather, but I didn't want to just put them in and not show anybody how I did them. So your 2 blocks here, as you can see, it's smooth stone. Don't put the blocks on yet. Get out the pressure plates. Probably change them for stone ones later on. Get out your pickaxe. Dig down 2 blocks. Okay. Sneak in here. Dig that out as well. And take your redstone dust. Put it underneath the 2 pressure plates. You can see it lighting up as you step on the pressure plate. That's good. you should basically end up underneath the piston with your redstone. Goes under there. That, and that goes in there, so that will power your top block. Now I'm going to need to dig up this pressure plate to get back out. It's easily replaced. Then if you dig in here, you can see now the redstone torch. Get that out next. Place it on there. That extends your first piston. Okay, and then all you need to do is put a block on top of it, and that extends your second piston. With me so far? Hopefully, because I'm not going to explain it again. There's your pressure plate. Put the pressure plate on, and hopefully when I step on that, the pistons retract, and that's your piston door. So let's get the smooth stone blocks out. Attach them there. Now, I'd normally use oak wood, but because it's meant to be more of a hidden door, that one, it's not very well hidden, I do realise this, but because it's meant to be more of a hidden door, you can just walk up and it slides out your way. There's very little point me having smooth stone on there because it's blatantly obvious that that's a door, isn't it? Yeah, I might replace that with wood later on. But that's a very, very simple tutorial on how to make a piston door. If you're wanting to make it 3 high, all you would do is, smash this open, all you would do is put a piece of redstone dust on top of that block and it makes it 3 high. Okay, and it would power a third piston. To do it double-sided, it's just the same on both sides. We'll probably make quite a few more of them on our journey together, as I quite like pistons, I quite like piston doors. So what I'm going to have to do is collect some more wood so that we can build another couple of pickaxes. They're going to be stone ones sadly because I've run out of iron. And just get everything ready for going mining. Okay. Say I've got a few saplings sitting there, so I'm going to get them together shortly and go out and plant some more trees. Because before long I'll have Greenpeace standing outside my little metal door with their placards moaning about deforestation and ozone layer and all that carry on. Flaming hippies. Okie dokie. Just spotted another cheeky looking cave system, which I may pay a visit to in the not too distant future. Said once, I'll say again, cave systems are fantastic if you want to get lost. Seriously, if you want coal or iron, cave systems are fantastic. This one looks quite doesn't look very good, that one actually, but cave systems are where to go if you want to find coal or iron. But if you want more valuable, rarer materials, strip mining is the way to go. So as you can see in here, who recognises this? This was where I was going to make my home in the first episode. I'm not pretending that I knew that was there. Okay, so I've got enough wood to make a start. So to appease the tree huggers among us, I'll plant a couple of trees out here. And another thing I'm going to do, you've no idea how much having wooden stairs at the end of a cobblestone path is irritating me. Way more than it should be. There we go, that looks far better, doesn't it? Okay, so let's turn these wood blocks into planks. Make our second chest. Let's turn these planks into sticks. That'll be enough sticks, and then let's make some ladders, because I said I think it was 54 blocks we were going to have to go down. Yeah, 54, so I've got a couple of extra ladders to get us back out the mine. Might as well turn the rest of these into sticks. And as I say, we're out of iron, so we've become poor enough that we need to use stone pickaxes. Ugh. Okay, so I'm going to transfer some of this stuff into storage. The rotten flesh, my remaining piece of iron. I've got some torches there, but I'll probably need more. I'll turn these remaining old planks into sticks. I've got one, so put it in there. I'm going to cook that pork chop. So we'll get some food down there with us. I'm going to leave the mushroom. Okay, now I'm not going to subject you to the whole process of digging the mine out, but I will let you see roughly what I'm doing. So as you can see, we've got quite a bit of lapis lazuli there, and quite a bit more here. Completely and totally useless, but it is a very attractive block. Come along. And I've got gold there as well, which again isn't a particularly useful block. Decorative, perhaps. You can make armour out of it, but it's not as good as the iron armour. You can make tools out of it, but it's not as good as the iron tools. The only thing gold's really all that useful for is for trading with villagers, if they're looking for gold, which I've not seen too many of them that are. Okay, there we go. There's our pork chop. Stick the chicken in there, and I'm gonna oh, I was hoping a wee pet chicken would come out there. We can keep him in our base, but no such luck. Okay, we won't need redstone down in the mine yet. There's a wee hint that there's something else coming. So, I think I've procrastinated enough. Now my chicken's cooked. There's plenty of food for us to take down the mine with us. Let's go and start our mine shaft. Which reminds me, while we're away, let's set some cobblestone to turn into smooth stone, shall we? Just thought of something. I'm going to take another couple of wood blocks down with me so that I can make a crafting table while I'm down there as well, because it'll be useful to be able to make more pickaxes. I can make torches without a crafting table, but you need the crafting table for pickaxes, so chop down this tree. There we go. And there's another sapling, which I'll plant. That should give us a bit more wood within easy access. Right, I don't need a bone, I don't need arrows. Water bucket I'll take in case we come in contact with any lava, which we more than likely will. Okay. Got tons of sticks. And like I said, I'm not going to leave these as smooth stone because it's blatantly obvious the door's there. So what I'm going to make it instead is out of wood. There we go, that's a nice wee door. Anyway, let's crack on, shall we? So, as I said, I'm going to make it a 4x4 mine shaft. There is a reason for this, but I'm not going into what that reason is at the moment. You'll find out in due course. Okay. There's the little cavern that I went into earlier on. Found the single solitary block of iron. So for the moment, we'll put the ladders in there. Some of you may well be thinking, you're short on pickaxes, why are you wasting your pickaxe digging out a 4x4 area? Why not just dig straight down? Two reasons. One, I don't like digging straight down, and two, it's easier to dig your 4x4 area on the way down rather than having to try and dig out blocks while you're climbing back up. So it's as much for common sense as anything else. It says he places a ladder instead of a cobblestone block. Save plenty torches, and again, for the moment, this isn't going to be a permanent thing. I'll put torches on the wall on the way down. Last thing we want is, I know for a fact that creepers can use ladders, so last thing we want to see is something spawning up here because there's not enough light. You're climbing up a ladder as Mr. Creeper decides to come down. That's just not something I need in my life right now. Okay. Right, that's the other thing I wanted to have out, was my map. As I said, we're aiming for level 12. We're currently at level 58. So, hunters and hunters of digging to do. Hopefully we'll find some stuff on our way down. Of course, in my joint world we have diamonds galore, so every time I go back on to play a little bit of that and I look at the chest with the diamonds in it, I wish I could transfer them in here, but sadly I can't. As I say, I've gone through quite a lot of testing on the test worlds for some more mechanisms I want to do few of them are a little bit, just a little bit more complicated than a piston door. And you may get to see some of them before too long. I'm going to put a torch in there, because regardless of whether there's enough, as long as there's enough room for a monster to spawn, it will, regardless of how tight the room may be. So it'll spawn, and as long as unless it can move more than 20 blocks in any direction, it won't despawn. So every time you come down the mine, you'll hear the mob behind that wall. And again, it's a pain on the bottom, so I put the torches in there. That's why I left the torches in that cavern that we saw there as well. Now again, apologies yet again for the large jump between episodes of what's been done, because I think when I left you at the end of that last episode, I hadn't even finished digging out the central circle area. I have tried to record not one, not two, but 3 different times different things, and on all 3 occasions there's been problems with my audio, so it was absolutely perfect until about 20 minutes in, and then the audio cut out and I was halfway through explaining something, so I had to bin the episode and just continue from where it left off, essentially. Not ideal, but not much you can do about it, sadly. I'm going to put a torch on each side, just because it's getting dark down here. Where are we? I'm not going to get there any faster with me checking my map every 2 seconds, are we? Or digging too far in one direction. I don't think these pickaxes I've made are going to take us all the way. But in this time of people babbling about renewable energy and other such, there's no more renewable source in Minecraft than cobblestone. So stone pickaxes are not going to be a problem for me to replace them. That was the torch. As I say, there is a reason for me making a 4x4 mine shaft instead of the 1x2 that I made for the slime area. If anybody can guess what it is, I'll give you a wee mention in the next video. There's some iron. Absolutely fantastic. Just what I was looking for. And we've got enough cobblestone to the bottom of the mine shaft set up a little furnace as well to cook our iron up. There we are, fantastic. It's always good to find things you need. Now I'm hoping that on the way down even we might find some diamonds, because that's a moment I would really like to share with you all as my first diamond of the game. And as I say, I have had a request to do another episode in the joint world, maybe do a project in there. So I'll do that in the not too distant future as well, give you all a break from watching me just digging holes. Not sure what that project's going to be as yet, I've got a couple of ideas, but if there's anything you'd like to see in the other world, again, tell me. There's no point in me sitting digging and people saying, oh, I hate watching them dig, I want them to build things, and there's no point in me skipping all the digging if there's people sitting saying, oh, I wish you'd do some mining. So let me know what you want to see, because at the moment my plan is to do all my strip mining off camera, because it's not all that interesting to watch, strip mining. But again, I'll do a wee bit of it on camera just to show you what I'm talking about. As I say, a lot of folk will already know what I'm talking about regarding strip mining, but as I said, the first foray I had into Minecraft was watching someone's videos, and that's how I know what strip mining is, etc. Because the game itself doesn't give you any kind of hints or tips as to how to mine. It just kind of lets you make your own way, which is good, because it means you're not bound by guidelines. But it does also mean that unless you watch some tutorial videos, it's not very clear what the hell you're doing. Right. Ooh, it's a big hole. Okay, and where are we? 40 odd and 44. Yeah, I'm not making very fast progress, and it must be boring for you just watching me dig a big area out. And again, as I say, I'm cautious of my audio cutting out again. So I'm gonna stop here. I'll continue to dig my mine shaft out off camera, and when you come back I'll be at the bottom of the mine shaft for the next episode. And what we'll do at that point is we'll make a start on our strip mine, and depending on what I find, if I find some obsidian relatively quickly, then we may well have a foray into the nether just to collect some materials, because I'm really wanting to go and get some glowstone. And I think our base is going to have a relatively dwarven slash undergroundy slash medieval feel to it, so some other materials from the nether would help that greatly, I think. So yeah, next episode I'll be starting on the strip mine, and possibly, again depending on how it goes, you need a diamond pickaxe before you can do anything with obsidian. So depending on how it goes, we may make our first foray into the nether. So for the moment, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode, which I'll probably be recording in the next couple of days. So if you could leave me a comment, just let me know what you're thinking when you're watching, because there's people watching the episodes but nobody's leaving me any comments. So don't be shy to be the first, just say hello, let me know what you want to see, leave me any feedback, because if this is rubbish then tell me it's rubbish, and tell me what I can do to change it. But at the moment, thank you very much for your time, and I wish you all a very good evening, because that's me now, away to see my cat.